A very warm welcome everyone once again as we listen to this amazing music. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum 48K and we're going to be looking at Turbo Boat Simulator, a vehicle combat game published by Silverbird Software in good old 1988. It's a game which also came out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64 as we redefine our keys here, but you control a super high powered speedboat in enemy territory. You must dodge boats, nuclear submarines and enemy gun emplacements. Here we are. And you must collect 5 bits of a map, which, this is interesting controls. Yeah, collect 5 bits of a map which are dropped by allied airplanes. Now you can see at the bottom there parcels. We've got 0 of 4. We have to get all 4. Now here's an allied plane, I think. Hopefully it can, no, it's not going to drop anything. Anyway, so you must manoeuvre around the map. You can go multiple directions, mainly left and right. We've got 2 boats left after this. When we crash into something or get hit by a missile, our power goes down, as you see in the bottom right. Collect all the parcels or the bits of the map and then you get automatically to the next waterway as mentioned here. Right. Now if I don't do very well, because we're losing boats quite rapidly, I have got a poke I can put in for infinite strength and lives. Here we go, so we can shoot stuff out the way. There's a sub there. Oh, and there's lots of jumps as well, which makes things a bit cool. The map just loops round, so you can't run out of map. Does that make sense? Probably. And I think you might have to do a jump from get to the end to the start of it. Whoops. Collision detection isn't too bad. Yes, there we go. So I can't get over that. There we go. So the plane's dropped a parcel and we've crashed. Well done, Nick. This is our last boat. So you need quite good precision. I presume the further you get in this, the more tense or more narrow the passageways become, and you have to thread your boat through an eye of a needle. Right. The boat spins quite well, doesn't it? Look at that. I'm like James Bond, I am. Oh, what happened there? I think this music keeps trying to go into Question of Sport, I think, if you're familiar with that show. Right, here we go then. So I'll have one more go at it, playing it properly. Then we'll put a cheat in, and then we'll see what at least the other waterways look like. But it's quite an addictive game. It's quite nice. It scrolls really well. Good idea. I like it, in fact. It's like a 2D, well, it's like a horizontal scrolling Spy Hunter a little bit. Check out my review of Spy Hunter years and years ago. Actually, I did a revisit of that, so check out that review. Spy Hunter. The amount of parcels you have to get on each level increases ever so slightly. There's 1 out of 4. Boom. We can just hang around here. It doesn't matter where we are on the map. Just avoid getting hit by stuff. Don't crash into stuff and you'll be okay. I do like that shadow underneath the boat as it jumps up. That's quite cool. I could do that all day, but I won't do. Oh man, it's left that in a really tricky position and I blew up. So the last boat to get 3 other parcels. I'm not confident. I don't know how many stages this one has got. If you're one of those people that completed the game, there's always someone out there that's completed the game, no matter how obscure the game I pick is. But if you're one of these people that have completed the game, then let me know what happens at the end. Not necessarily the Spectrum version, any version, because it's probably quite similar. Cool, that's right near a bomb now, that package. Helicopter attack. I do seem to be reviewing quite a few games that have helicopters in at the moment, but this time it was just a random fluke. Come on, Allied. Oh, there we go. There's something else. Boom. Right. So we got 3 of 4. So 1 more package to get, and then we're cooking on gas. Don't crash, Nicky. We're almost there. Come on, the last package. We've got 300 power left. Get out of the way of that missile. Run over that submarine. 200. Oh no. Come on, just 1 package. Drop it. Why didn't he drop the package? There's a boat down here. So this is a Turbo Boat Simulator. Oh no. There's quite a lot of simulation games. Let's put a poke in. Most of the other ones are by Codemasters. It says Mind's Eye software there, but I've heard it's Silverbird. Maybe they're the same thing. Right, poke active. Infinite power. Yeah, that didn't go down. And infinite bolts. Right. So it's all about now We've seen how the game plays in normal mode. It's all about seeing, are the levels different from each other, but I think it does get narrower. Not sure if it changes colour at all, but that's something we're going to find out. I don't think it's going to change colour much from blue, because blue says water, doesn't it? It does. Smooth scrolling this. Nice maps. They're small maps, but they're nice to see. They're quite varied. They're not too repetitive. Obviously, you've got some common elements: the submarines coming up and the jumps. Right, come on. We've got 2 parcels. We need. It says parcels there. The instructions definitely say parts of a map. Maybe they thought about that afterwards. No, that's the Price is Right, isn't it? Not question of sport. It'd probably be better to be in a plane with parts of the map already, wouldn't it? Drop it. Drop the map. No, sometimes they drop something, sometimes they don't. Seems to be about 50-50 really. 2 more bits of the map to get. If you can see bits of those maps, then let me know. I'm just trying to think of the other simulators that are about. There's probably everything there. Advanced jet ski simulator, skiing simulator, simulator, everything. Make a cup of tea simulator. Is there a make a cup of tea simulator? Oh, probably. There was snail racing, wasn't there? So there can be anything, especially on the ZX Spectrum. They weren't scared of anything. 1 more parcel to get. There's the plane. Is that going to put us out of our agony? Drop the square thing. Drop it. Drop it. It's not going to drop it. No one's listening to me. I like the way the boat leans when you go left or right. That's nice to see. The nuclear submarines don't stay above the water for very long. Good bit of variety on this. Quite often there's lots moving on the screen at the same time without it getting confused at all, which is always a bit of a problem. Collision detection is good. I like this game. Not much to it, but the simple games, as I said before, always work best. 1988, one of the later ZX Spectrum games, but it's a good one. Addictive puzzle racing type game, I would say. But I have got infinite boats here, let me remind you. So we are going to get off level 1, one would have thought. Who knows, we might never get off it. We might be here for years, stuck in a time loop. Come on. Use your positive energy to get that plane to drop the last bit of the map. Drop the map. Bit of colour bleed there I've noticed with the turbo boat name up the top there. A bit of magenta going into the yellow. I'm sure they didn't intend that. Yes, he's dropped it. Right, we just need to get on that and then that's ours. With my expert driving. Oh, get out of the way, helicopter. Man, that's it. That's taking him out of the way. Yay! Now is the next map and it's blue again. Bit more square this time. Maybe we're in Italy. Looks like we're in a swimming pool. That's a bad place to have a speedboat. Could be Venice. Not sure. It seems more of like a town sort of thing. Off we go. Works better as a boat rather than the Space Invaders game, which are, well, of like an R-type game. There's not too many games like this with a boat scrolling across. That's quite novel. I do feel like I'm on the water rather than going through a space. There's one. You've noticed on this one we need to collect 6 parcels, so that looks like it's going to go up by 1 or 2 each level we get, and it is indeed tighter. There's more obstacles, so we need a bit more manoeuvrability. I'm not sure how these nuclear submarines are going up this canal without crashing into stuff, but they must be super special, or the coders cheating, probably cheating. Silverbird software. The sounds as expected of the speedboat. I wouldn't expect anything less really. It's the ZX Spectrum 48K, bit limited in what sounds it can do, so it tended to default to these sort of things for car noises, engine noises in general. That high pitched noise when the helicopter turns up is slightly getting on my nerves, slightly jarring me, but that's okay. Plane going over the boat, that works well. They don't clash at all, although they're the same colour. You do feel like the plane is higher up than the boat. So it's got a perspective there, or maybe it's my brain just filling in the gaps, but look, it does seem higher up. Clever stuff indeedy. If you've got any other ideas for simulation games, then let me know on the Spectrum. I add them to the list if they're not already there. It's only a matter of time where we'll probably come to all of them, no doubt. 2 parcels out of 6. we'll just try and get to see what the next stage looks like, and we'll probably say Arrivederci or something similar. Hasta Vista, something cool anyway. Right, there we go. 3 parcels out of 6. We go over the jump there. Oh, there's another one. 4 out of 6. That was a quick 2 got. I don't know why these submarines are after us. We must be some kind of crazy spy, like Action Fighter, or as I said, Spy Hunter, or movies, probably better, James Bond. Where are the bits of the map? He'd probably be best off Googling them, wouldn't he? But this was 1988. Couldn't Google bits of a map then. We're flying. No water skier on the back of here. If you want a boat game with a water skier, then try Aquaplane, which I reviewed. Very different to this one. Different strategies, but that is a classic, that is. Aquaplane. Highly recommend that game. It's one of the good ones. A little known classic. I say little known, some people know about it, some people don't. Maybe a middling classic. Right, here we go. 5 out of 6, one more bit of the map left, and then we're cooking. Where is the map? Where is the map? Helicopter, we know what's going to happen here. He's going to get shredded to pieces or blow up on my boat. That's a bit weird. Helicopter's supposed to be high up, but if he goes near us, he will die. Perhaps he's flying low. This could be the last bit of the map. Could it? No. Yes. Yes, yes, no. No. Right, so we've gone around a complete circle. We bump into that thing, that's a bomb. Sometimes the plane will drop a bomb, so you don't want to run into that unless you've got some sort of crazy poke on, which I don't know if you've noticed. Occasionally, so I can show you bits of the game, and by occasionally I say nearly always, I will put some sort of cheat in so at least we can see a few levels. I haven't run out of petrol yet. There's no fuel gauge in this one, so that's something. You don't have to stop at the petrol station. One bit of the map to go. One bit of the map. One bit of the map. Where's our ally plane? There's probably a strategy to get him to drop the parcels quicker. Don't know what that is. I'll pretend I'm not here. Maybe he'll drop one. Have you got a post for me? Where's the post? Oh, that's up. Is that something? I think that might be the last one. Boom. There we go. So level 3, and then we're sort of like there. And the levels do look enough different from each other to give you a sense of progression. I quite like that. I think, yeah, let's see here. If the map's easy to get, maybe we'll go further on, or maybe we'll just do a hard turn. Yeah, I'm dying quite a lot here. I think we've probably come to the end of the road. Come on. Come on, Eileen. We can do this thing or not. Okay, I think we've probably seen enough of this one now. I hope you liked having a look at that. I'll just see if I can park the boat. Where's a good parking space I can put this? No, let's just... Ow! Let's move on, because it's time to groove on. Hear the drummer do something or other. I'm just wasting my time now. I'm just crashing like a mad person. You got 8 parcels on this one. That's way too many. Well, anyway, I hope you liked having a look at that game. That was a Turbo Boat Simulator, published by Silverbird Software in 1988. Thanks for watching as always. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro gaming or Spectrum related, then please put your thoughts below. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye, as I try and park this thing. Goodbye.